Hey guys, Char. Not again. Oh, okay, much better again. Anyway, guys, Char5 here. I am currently in the closet of my hotel room in Providence, Rhode Island. Yes, I finally made it here. I will be showing you this once I get home and I edit all the videos together. I'm probably not going to do it here since, there's a lot to do. I am in the Biltmore Hotel in Providence, Rhode Island. Let me tell you, today is April 9th. I didn't record a vlog last night because of a lot of things that happened. I was really tired and I just ended up not making one. But I'm making one today so I can explain 2 days. I hope it won't make it too long. I don't want to, go on too many tangents. But I'm here. Everything's well. I hope the camera isn't blurry. I can't really see it right now because I have it right up against the wall, considering I'm in my the hotel closet right now. I'm not doing it where I would usually do it, which is in the living room of the room, because I just felt that this place would be a lot more. It's a lot smaller. I think the microphone would catch on a lot better. I'm not sure if it is. I'll edit the audio if I need to. I always do anyway. But if the video's blurry, excuse me. I don't want to reshoot this. I know it's kind of lazy on my part, but I just want to get the whole thing explained and not have to find out that I ended up being blurry. So you'll probably just have to end up just hearing my voice, not even seeing me, which is better for you guys, honestly. So yeah, what happened yesterday and what happened today? It's currently 8:09 Eastern Standard Time. So I'm probably going to have to explain the events of last night. Actually, no, all of yesterday and all of today. So, yesterday, where did I leave off? I was in Washington with the last video I made. So, what happened yesterday was we had to get up early to get the plane to Providence. So my mom and I got up at like 5 in the morning, took the plane at 7:30, which is great because we ate and we stayed one night free in a hotel so that the next morning we could spend our time trying to find a place to go, because we really didn't have a place to go when we got here. Poor planning and such, because none of us had time. I had school, my mom had work, and other things to do around the house. Plus, not to mention that a lot of things that happened in the past month, I'm not going to say 2 or 3 weeks, the past month entirely, just stopped us from planning out a lot better than what we wanted to. We had a lot of months to plan this, but like I said, I had school, my mom had her school and work to deal with, not to mention stuff at home. A lot of stuff that was going on at the time. But everything's okay right now. We found a hotel, thank God. And let me just tell you what Rhode Island is like. I slept during the entire flight from Washington to Rhode Island. Nothing really exciting. The plane was just as small as the one I took from Mexico to Houston. And, it was kind of comfortable, except for some reason when I arrived to Providence, this entire part of my face started hurting for some reason, like if someone had just shoved 1,000 needles on my face. I don't know why that happened. It's never happened to me before when I fly, or at least I never recall that ever happening. So we arrived and everything. We already contemplated that the day was going to be pretty rainy, foggy, cloudy, whatever. It wasn't going to be a very nice day when we got there. And it was right. The forecast was right. It was pretty cloudy. It was kind of misty, light rain, even though the forecast said heavy rain. But and we had a hard time knowing what to do, because we got to TF Green Airport, and after that we didn't really know what to do. It's like, okay, well, now where do we go? Who do we call? Or like, well, that's not so much of who do we call, because we couldn't call anyone. The complimentary phone at the airport can only call a few select numbers, and our cell phones, mine isn't exactly activated. It's activated with another phone number because we got it used and we haven't activated it yet. And my mom's can only call numbers from Mexico. If she tried to call a number from the States, her credit would be gone really fast. It's not so much about them charging to her number. It's a kind of an inverse process in Mexico. While here you get a certain rate by calling at the end of each month, in Mexico you have to pay to put on a card and put certain credit onto your phone onto your, well, not onto your phone, onto your SIM card, so that then you can call other people, and when it runs out of credit, you just have to keep buying more. You know, I don't mind either process, but I digress. So what we did was we waited for, you know, a bus that would take us downtown. We asked this guy where we could get a hotel, and, you know, he recommended a bunch of places. The guy was really nice, which was really surprising because by the looks of things, Rhode Island wasn't going to be some place that was going to be really nice, or at least Providence wasn't going to be a place that had nice people. And you know, first impressions are everything, because when we got on the bus, we saw a lot of different people, and, you know, I'd seen people in Houston, I'd seen people in Washington. They all looked really nice, and they were really nice. When we got to Rhode Island, we saw a lot of people that were sort of mean looking. And there, you know, you find everything in this place, which is something I love, and at the same time I really fear. There was this one guy on the bus complaining about how small Rhode Island was, not Rhode Island, Providence was, and that's why everyone knew each other and everything. Like, he wouldn't stop talking. Something I've noticed about Rhode Island is that, well, Providence specifically, I'm not sure of the rest of Rhode Island, but something I've noticed about Providence is that people are loud. People are really loud. People in Mexico, while loud, there are certain places where they do kind of keep quiet, or they whisper to each other, such as on buses. Every time we get on a bus here in Providence, people are like screaming at each other when they're right next to each other. And it's like, it doesn't bother me. It's just pretty funny to compare how similar sometimes things are between one place and the other, and then how different they are at the same time. And, you know, this place is really nice. So we got to downtown. We were carrying our bags, which weren't much. If they had been more bags, then I would have gotten a lot more pissed, because we went to one hotel that was closest to RISD, which is the school we went to go ask. We came for information, not because I'm going to be attending this year. In fact, I'll get to that in a moment. But we went to the hotel that was closest, which is in downtown. They had no rooms for the night. They were all booked, and, well, I really didn't know what to do. My mom didn't know what to do, so we just went, and, like, we didn't want to, well, I didn't want to ask, my mom did, but, you know, she doesn't have a master over the language yet, so she understands it, but she can't really speak it, so she sends me to do so. But I feel really awkward doing that. I was like, okay, well, I know you're booked, but could you recommend me something else? So we just ended up going to another hotel, carrying our bag, and I don't know if you can see it, this bag specifically. My mom had her handbag, I had my laptop bag with me over my shoulder, and I was carrying this bag on the floor from place to place, because we didn't really know where to go. So we saw this place, but it looked pretty costly. Like, well, you know what, it'll just be one night, whatever. So we went to the front desk, we went to reception, and we were greeted by one of the cutest, most prettiest, most nicest, most everything people I've met so far in my life, not just in the time I've been here, but in my entire life. She was one of the nicest people you could ever meet. She told us about so many things we could do in Providence. She gave us a discount because of the reason that I'm here. And not only that, not only a discount, but she even gave us a bigger room, a nicer room, which we've been in since yesterday. So as soon as we found a place, I just felt a lot calmer. We went to go take not so much a tour of the city, but, you know, we went from here to there, seeing a little places in the area. And we got to get familiar with downtown more than anything, Kennedy Plaza, if, you know, any Providence or Rhode Island people know what I'm talking about. It's really nice. Would I recommend coming here? Yes. You know, just to sightsee, just to, like, see different things. It's a very nice place. Certain parts of it, though, I wouldn't say the entirety of Providence is really nice. No, there are some places that are extremely beautiful. They're really nice. And then there are some secluded areas which are, and that follows up to what pretty much happened today. Just to, you know, give finale of what happened last night, we talked to my dad and my sister, who, like I said, stayed behind back in Mexico. They were happy to see us. They were glad to know that we were okay. I was glad to see them. It's only been 3 days so far, and I had a little bit of nostalgia seeing the house. I was like, well, I do sort of miss my house now, even though it hasn't really been long since we left. And I talked to Tears of April videos, actually, because I wasn't going to, because I was sort of nervous. It's like, okay, should I call her or not? How far is she? I don't know. I investigated. It's like, we're like 20 minutes away right now. So I told her, oh, you have to hang out with me in Providence Plaza, which is a mall really close to where I am right now, actually. And she got really confused. She called me and she's like, okay, where are you? And I showed her an outside view of the hotel. I think she was even more confused. Like, wait, you're in Providence? It was like, yeah, I am. I didn't tell her I was coming up. I wanted to surprise her. But I just had to tell her that I was here so we could hang out. And she agreed. We're going to be seeing each other this Friday. Well, she was pretty busy this week, and she has plans this weekend, so, we couldn't see each other on the weekend, and probably not this week because she's things to do. I have things to do. So Friday's the best bet. We're going to see each other. She's bringing along a friend. That's great. I got to meet her in person for the first time, and her friend. We'll cheer her up because I understand she's going through some rough times right now. I'm terribly excited to meet her. But yeah, hopefully we'll see each other this Friday. Maybe do something over the weekend if she's available. Hopefully do something on Tuesday before I have to leave. And, well, that's pretty much it. Probably next vlog... No, I'll probably be doing one tomorrow, too. But we will definitely be doing one on Thursday. I hope she accepts to come over to the hotel, not just record it in the mall, excuse me, because it'll probably be pretty loud and you won't be able to hear her voice correctly. So hopefully she and her friend can come over so we can record something here for you guys. If not, then excuse me beforehand before we present to you all that loud stuff that's in the mall. As for today was it was so kind of a day. Like I had fun, but at the same time I got really tired and I got kind of annoyed. We didn't wake up that early, but we didn't have the liberty to sleep in because we were going to go visit RISD in the morning. So we had to ask the clerk, whose name is Stephanie. She's, wow, she's amazing. So we went to ask Stephanie about the entire process. Like, okay, we know it's in walking distance. It's like 7 minutes to walking from here to RISD, which is great. If I have any more questions, I can just go back walking. I don't have to take a bus or anything. So she told us, like, oh yeah, you want to go to the main building, go here. I was like, okay, fine. My mom and I went, and it turns out that for what I wanted to ask specifically, I had to go into admissions, which was up College Hill, which is this huge, it's like, this is one part of the street, and then you go up College Hill, and it's like this. It's like really, it's like a slanted, literal hill. And she told us that we wouldn't have to go there because of where we were going. But then when I went to ask this other person, who was also really nice. People in Providence are really nice. And that's one difference between here and Mexico. People in Mexico look dangerous and are dangerous. People here in Providence look dangerous but are usually really nice. I'm not sure how much crime rate this place has, but so far nothing's happened. We haven't really seen anything dangerous happen, but people have been so nice. They've been so considerate. People help out each other. It's been great. It's been lovely. It's been so wonderful. I have nothing but nice things to say about Providence, except for one little thing, which I'll get to later. But, so yeah, we went to the admissions building, which was a longer walk, but it only seemed like a longer walk because we had to go up the hill. It wasn't really that far. It was just long, which I know doesn't really make sense, but, if you're going up a hill, it's tiring. It's not long. It's long because of the effort you have to do to get up the hill. But like I said, it's not far. So we went to the admissions office. Another incredibly nice person attended us, answered all the questions I had. Sadly, I probably won't be able to get in this year. I'm going to have to wait until next year, but I probably will I don't really care because I'm going to have to be working to, get my own place, get settled in before I do anything, like move here, get settled in, like I said. And I'd rather have it like that than just, okay, you can accept me this year, that's great, but where am I going to be staying? Like, I'd rather have that, honestly. So she was nice and everything. She invited me to a tour, if and when I register, which I probably will for this Saturday, a tour on campus and different things I can see on the school campus, which is incredibly awesome. So we left, we went back. My mom wanted to go get things to eat. What we're doing basically is we go eat in a certain place in the city for either lunch or dinner, and for the other thing we didn't have, like if we had lunch but we didn't have dinner, then we're going to go buy something at a store and just prepare it here in the hotel. That's what we've been doing, and that's what we plan to do for the remainder of the journey here, I guess. So we decided to go to a Walmart because we knew that there was a Walmart close by and that there was a bus that took us to a Walmart. So we went, we got everything we needed, which was great. Like, there was a lot of products. We do have Walmart back in Mexico, but I just feel like the products are similar, but aren't the same. I don't know. It just has it has the same feel, just not the same things. That's basically it. Like, the same feel of the store, just not the same thing, not the same products. And it was so nice to see so many things that I'd eaten as a kid still be in stock and all that. But yeah, we got all we needed. We went outside, and then we had to wait for a bus to come. We're not really paying each bus. We actually have this sort of ticket thing. Everything is so different from where I live to here. Like, I don't know. It's really hard to explain. Like, I could be explaining this to you guys, and you're like, wait, why do you think that's weird? It's like, well, that's weird for me because we don't have it back where I live. So yeah, we got this pass for the ticket. We got this boarding pass for each bus that would pass by. $6 for unlimited journeys on bus for 24 hours. And it was great because, you know, we wanted to go to some thrift shops. And, sorry. After we got out of Walmart, we were going to go wait for the bus, and we saw this woman who was waiting for the bus as well. And then, well, she started making some small talk with us. And honestly, she has the most bizarre accent I've ever heard. That includes every single accent here in the United States. That includes every single accent back in Mexico. This woman was Russian Jewish. She kept calling herself like a judgmental or something. I'm not even sure what that is, but she was very judgmental. Apparently she lives here in Providence, but apparently she doesn't like the United States. I'm not sure what's going on there. She kept saying about how the world was going to end next year, how the United States was going to end next year. She was talking mostly to my mom because she said that the bus wasn't going to pass by that bus stop for some reason, so we went to go find another one. And we were there talking to her for as long as the bus wouldn't arrive. And, you know, me being a nice person I am, she told me that she had, like, a spine problem. So I saw that she was carrying a lot of stuff. I was like, okay, ma'am, can I help you with that? Oh, yeah. What was the accent? I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah, sure. I don't even remember what the accent was like. It was so weird. And I could barely understand what she was saying because it was like a cross between... She was talking a cross between... freaking, I don't know, Hebrew. She was definitely speaking in a Russian accent. That's how I knew. And I was curious about whether she was Hebrew Jewish or not. I'm not sure. And it turns out she was. And, you know, I offered to take her stuff. She gave me it. She said I was really nice. You know, she was really nice to me and my mom, but she was really freaking us out. Like, everything she was saying, like, that Barack Obama was the devil. Like, she has no family. Well, because that's what she honestly told us, that she doesn't live with anyone, that no one in her building really relates to her, talks to her. And I don't want to sound mean, but I can understand why. Like, you can barely understand anything she's saying, and she's really creepy. She's very religious, and she told us that we were going to be blessed by God and everything. Like, I know a few people aren't religious, excuse me. I personally am. So it was really nice to hear that on her part, like, to hear her say that her father which is God, was going to bless us and everything on our journey, that everything was going to be okay. That was the nicest thing, and although she was really nice to us, she was still really creepy. It was kind of a mixture between that person who you know is really nice, but at the same time you dislike because of how judgmental she is. She said that the States were like a homosexual country, or like they liked homosexuals. There was some vagueness in what she said that I disagreed with, because she seemed really homophobic. I'm not, and well, I don't think America's a gay country. Like, I respect gay people, and I like people here in Providence so far. So I really disagree with her on that part. Though she does say Barack Obama's the devil, so I don't know whether to trust that or not. But anyway, that was the creepiest thing that happened to us today. And you know how you always have to meet someone creepy whenever you go on a trip to somewhere? I honestly think that it was going to be Alex, but then I was proven wrong today. And the reason I say that Providence is really nice in general, except for one part, like I said, my mom and I were going to a thrift shop. Stop it! So when we went to a Salvation Army, but it turns out that it wasn't a place to buy used things. It was more of a place where you donate used things. And we were used to going to Salvation Armies going to Salvation Armies where you can buy things, as opposed to things where you can just donate. And well, the thing about that was it was located in a very secluded area in Providence. Everything was it looked very dangerous, and I'm pretty sure we saw homeless people there. They were speaking really roughly, and they kind of scared us a little bit, so we just feel like, okay, no Salvation Army, let's just go. And we went on to the next bus, which I think our next destination was another thrift store. If not, then we were going to... no, it was another thrift store where we did see a bunch of stuff. And, again, people really nice in the stores, greeting us all nice. If I'm coming off as, well, people are usually nice in America. It's like, well, excuse me for not knowing that. Excuse me for not living here. And where I live, like, every time you go into a store, you have to greet the people, not the people have to greet you. So, yeah. But, yeah, my mom and I got pretty much what we went for. We didn't really see much. Even though they were thrift shops, they were still pretty costly for what we were expecting. So we ultimately... Then we went to Walmart, saw the creepy lady, came back. She got on the bus with us to downtown, which was even worse because I was like, okay, well, I'm guessing you're going to wait for another bus, so there's going to be no problem there. But no, she got on the bus with us, and she kept talking to my mom. The conversation was more with her than with me, honestly. But she had nothing but good things to say to both of us. It was really nice, but still very creepy. We got home, we ate. Watched SpongeBob for a while, which is pretty cool because I hadn't seen SpongeBob in a while, since in Mexico for some reason they don't rerun the old episodes anymore. They only show new ones. And here I'm glad that they do rerun old shows of things I haven't seen in a long time. It was just great. We had a bunch of laughs, a lot of episodes that I hadn't seen in years. I've been looking at a lot of animation on TV right now because of everything, like going to RISD and everything. Which hopefully I will be. I really hope I am. But so far, like, everything's so nice. Right now, I'm showing you most of the room, and if right now it's just a photo or a black screen, I apologize. During my speech, during the vlog, the camera turned off. I'm assuming the battery ran out. I'm not sure because it still had like 2 bars left, which was weird. But I won't stall anymore. That's pretty much a huge summary of what we've been doing for the past 2 days. We're going to be staying here until Friday morning, in which case, hopefully Stephanie, like I said, the clerk, the guest services person at the reception in this hotel finds us another place because she told us that it would be available until Thursday. She was really nice about that. And hopefully we still have a place to stay because we're not leaving back home until Wednesday. So that's kind of a problem, and everything else, like every other hotel around here is pretty costly, and we haven't been able to find a motel anywhere or a place to rent. So yeah, like hopefully everything goes out okay, and I will update you tomorrow because I feel like this has been going on for quite a long time. But I had to summarize 2 days worth right now, so excuse me for that. And even if you can't see me, this is still Char5 signing off. I hope you have a good day, a good night. I sure am. The shooting of the music video is going off really well. I'm still animating a music video that I've been working on ever since I was in Mexico. That's taking me a while, but I'm pretty much halfway done. So I really cannot wait to meet up with Alex, Tears of April videos. Tears of April Art, sorry, it's just she has so many accounts I can't keep track of what they're called anymore. Tears of April Art, I can't wait to meet up with her this Friday. But yeah, once we do meet up, we will be making a video for you guys. If not a vlog, then something else. I will make sure we do something. She sounded really excited about meeting up with me too, which was great. I'm glad. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'm not sure if there's anything else I really have to talk about. I will update you tomorrow if I do not get lazy like I did yesterday because I was really tired last night. And worst part of all, well, not worst part, but I kind of sent her the message late because I was expecting her to see it today, but she saw it last night and she called me last night just as I was about to go to sleep. So we talked for a while. And so yeah, we haven't really made plans. I should probably call her, considering I told her I was going to call her at 4 and we got home way after 4. But yeah, so the camera turned off. I will be showing you the hotel room and everything. This has been Char5. Thank you for watching again. Signing off.